I'd like to talk about my worst Christmases ever and what they were about. I've had some hellacious holidays over my lifetime, and every single one of them was wrought with this sadness and anxiety that there was just something wrong. And one year at Christmas, I decided I was going to figure out why it was so horrible. So after Christmas, I made a list so that the next year at Christmas, I could set everything up to be perfect. What time we would wake up, what time we would open our presents, what we would have for breakfast, the songs that we would sing, and so on and so on and so on. Now, many of you who are really spiritually already know the answer to what happened. So the following year, now granted, I had to wait 365 days to reenact this perfect Christmas. And when I did so, we got up when we were supposed to, we opened the presents, we decorated the tree on the day and the time that we needed to, and I was still miserable. None of this made sense to me at all because I had set up and controlled the perfect Christmas. So, my dear friends, if you have ever been like me and had expectations, you've heard the phrase, expectations pave the highway to hell. Well, if and when we ever have expectations about anything, how we should wear our hair, what color our glasses should be, how we should do a video, where we should sit, what the lighting should be, what time we should post it, who we should be friends with, who we shouldn't, who we should hang out with, what we should eat, what we should not eat, what time we should wake up, how much water we should drink, and largely, these are all based in what somebody else is supposed to do for us. And do they ever do that? No. No. I was coaching a client the other day, and she was sharing so much of what many of us have worked through and are working through, in that maybe our mom or our dad didn't show up the way we needed them to. And so we have an expectation that they be different. And so next to her on the couch was my little dog. And this little adorable dog, Skeeter, is a tiny little Beagle Blue Heeler mix. And I said, what if every morning I woke up and I said, Skeeter, Skeeter, I want you to be a St. Bernard. You know, your legs aren't long enough, and you're not drooling, and you're not carrying a keg and pulling me through the snow in the winter, and your spots aren't right. And every single day, if I looked at Skeeter and expected him to be different than he is, who's miserable? Well, Skeeter has to put up with me not really loving him for who he is. And I get to suffer and be sad and depressed and afraid and disappointed and alone and blah, 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 blah. And that leads to misery. So, my dear friends, if there's any part of us that thinks we should do it differently, or that somebody else needs to look or be or do anything for us, it is guaranteed we will be miserable. So, my friends, if you want freedom, Drop expectations. Let them go. Poof, gone by, done, finished. No more, don't need it. Let them go. And see if this season, even if you're with no one, you can be happy. Because we have expectations that the tree should look a certain way. The cookies need to taste like this. The people need to be on time to our celebrations. They need to buy us what we want. And that we should actually be with somebody at Christmas. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the day to be with people. So whatever your story is, I invite you to do it differently. Laura Lynn Dyer, Treehouse Wise Woman, coming to you from the magic of downtown St. Louis. Much love and bye.